What's up, guys? And welcome back to the Blitz.
To the Blitz.
To the Blitz.
To the Blitz.
Yes, sir. We're back with another one,
Boom.
as we usually do.
You know what I'm saying? But
Back with-
unusually, we had no soundboard for the past 2 weeks.
I know.
Some of y'all who are haters were like, new button, by the way. Dang it. Some of you, though,
Why are they the haters?
because they are hating on the soundboard. Yep, that's a good explanation. We have a dang it button based on a clip of something from a few weeks ago that got cut out, I think.
No, I don't think it's just in an episode somewhere.
Dang it! If you press the buttons really look, y'all, whenever I do that, I'm pressing 2 keys on the keyboard and then quickly moving to another 2 keys. So you have to acknowledge my level of skill.
Right.
So start off your listen of this episode by acknowledging my skill.
Because the sound bite just sounds like,
Dang it!
that's it.
Right.
I hit the space bar.
And
So-
he stopped the recording. He just doesn't have the Shaolin
Look,
experience.
I'm going to try it again. Watch.
Dang it!
Boom.
You want to see
Maybe
something?
I do have the Shaolin experience.
You want to see something? Dang it! Woo! That's the real Shaolin. All right, they don't know what's happening on the keyboard, so this is probably just, I mean, not probably.
Let's get into this, y'all.
Yep.
Hello, everyone. You've seen the title.
Isaiah just went back in time. Look. All right, we are going to get right into this episode, but first, I have a bone to pick. So, bro, I was going to say hello, everyone. How are you doing? As usual, you know how it is. But I did something else and then hit the soundboard buttons a bunch of times. So then we just went back in time. And then Isaiah, when we start recording again, says hello, everyone.
Which I'm allowed to do.
To be continued in the next episode of Elijah's Revenge. Stay tuned. But anyway, you did hear the title, and it's not Elijah's Revenge. Now, as the trend has gone, we have not seen the title. But
It's something along the lines of love, because this episode is coming out, 2 days after Valentine's?
it's on Wednesday, so
Thursday, Friday.
did y'all hear that?
Yes.
That gastrointestinal gastrointestinal noise?
He's hungry.
Hungry.
Hungry for love.
All right.
My fault. Do you know the difference?
Y'all will see that in the skit tomorrow if you come to Victory Chapel in Spring Lake.
Gosh.
Isaiah's very excited.
Yeah, super duper. All right.
He's actually quite poetic with it. All right, anyway. My bad. What?
We are going to be discussing not just love, but love in the context of course, what our podcast name would
Might
imply.
suggest.
Frontline youth, young,
Yes.
youthful, young
We're
love.
talking about loving people on the front lines of military combat. How did it do the gong? I did not press that. No, we're talking about young love.
Young love.
Love in the context of
And
youth.
I'm not even going to make the joke, but they're both young in this instance, obviously.
Yes. Not
Don't get me
anything
started.
crazy that your favorite celebrities out there are doing.
Yeah, nothing like that. So, young love. First of all, I guess Valentine's Day. Let's start there. Let's start with Valentine's Day.
Let's do it.
Let's start with the whole concept. So, you guys listening, either you are experiencing maybe right now or experienced in the past Valentine's Day amongst peers. Sometimes when you get older, people don't care about Valentine's Day anymore.
True.
And I mean, whatever. But
Shout out to my older folks listening. Oh yeah. All right.
typically in your youth or whatever, I remember back in the day when I was in elementary.
Translation back in the day.
Yep. When I was in elementary through middle school, maybe even high school, we had the the something grams. That the
Love you grams? No. Valentine's Day grams?
They might have been Valentine's grams.
So at the time of this recording, I'm still in high school, and at my school they have crush grams. But so I'm thinking like it's just a little message that you send to your crush for Valentine's Day. It's like crush soda products. It's kind of cute.
Oh,
I don't have anybody kind of cute to send some to, so
okay, alrighty,
guys, I'm gonna have to sign off.
Alrighty.
No, but yeah, that's a pretty cool idea.
What was it called? Maybe it was a crush gram.
Perhaps.
No, man, there was not no crush gram.
Heartgram?
Maybe.
Something.
Love gram? Anyway.
Cupid gram? Billy gram. Oh.
Alexander gram.
Oh, kilogram. I'm going to get you a kilogram, killer. Happy Killer Day. We can cut that out.
Nope.
Okay.
Shouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said it.
No comments about that one, bro.
Anyway, so there's this global saturation.
What is
Sorry.
that?
Sorry.
What is that about?
There's this saturation. let me move on.
All right.
There's this saturation of Valentine's Day and love and all this.
Yes, and candy that is all pink. Shout out my boy Starburst.
And those little heart candies that have words on them that you should never eat. Those things are chalk. I'm telling you, bro. Do a search, do a study. I bet those things are made of straight chalk.
Hey, bro.
With a light dusting of sugar.
They taste like love.
If it is love,
why does it
taste so bad? I'm playing, bro. Them things suck. Anyway. But there's this saturation of love and Valentine's Day amongst youth.
Yeah.
Which is cool, I guess. I guess. But, upon further thought, that's all it can be. Really. It can only be kind of cute. Or it can only be, oh, that's sweet. Oh, look. Oh, they're holding hands. Oh. What they gonna do about it? Come on now, dog. Nothing. They can't.
Or worse, something.
Or worse, something. Now, I don't know if we really want to get into all this. If you want to get into that, go back to episode 15, 17. The one about premarital relationships. Yep. The pastor's perspective with Pastor Scott.
The one about David.
Who said his name? It's okay.
Who's that, though? Like, Scott Lamb, like...
yeah,
Scott Pilgrim, honestly, like
Grabowska.
All right. Hey, bonus points to y'all if you know Pastor Grabowska or Scott Lamb, I guess. Shout out to them. Cool guys.
Yes, I don't know if we're gonna get into those details, but yeah, it's not super duper wise, I would say. Wise.
Look shout out previous. Whoa. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Shout out next week's episode. I was gonna say the previous episode, y'all. This ahead stuff.
It's weird.
If only I could get there with my homework. I want to feel weird about. All right. Go ahead though. Yeah. You have the floor. I am the floor. Yo. All right. No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. All right.
Go
So
ahead.
anyway, you have ruined my
so
thought
sorry.
line. I
So
don't even
you're-
remember what I was
You're
saying.
talking about it might not be wise to go into.
Yes.
I mean, go ahead and talk.
to take seriously a relationship or situation. Sorry, that you have
That'll be next
as a dang kid, bro, a child. It does
Elaborate.
Sorry, discombobulate. You seen that?
Discombobulate.
That's Sherlock Holmes, I think. All right. So, and we've said this on other episodes, and if you don't like it, look, bro. Check your inbox.
All right. You're so stupid.
My parents, and look, I'm not trying to say you should be like my parents, but
Or
they had a good reason behind it. They said, Isaiah, you can't have a girlfriend / date anybody until you have a job.
J-O-B.
Boom!
I know what many of y'all are thinking.
Dang it! I haven't had a job?
I hit that so late, bro.
All right, bro. He's the worst. The worst.
And work?
And work? Bro, I've never...
Anyway,
We're
why
gonna
is
move
having a
on
job
quickly.
important in this scenario?
Having a job is important for the real reason and then the fake reasons I'm going to give now.
Okay.
So the fake reasons are having a job teaches responsibility. You know, when you have a job, you're making an income, so you're required to be somewhere at a certain time. It's a signification.
It's a sign.
A sign.
I need to check the road significations. Oh, that's a stop signification. Hit the brake. All right.
I'm being hated on. It's a sign of maturity, a sign of progress and of growth. Those are the fake reasons. They're real reasons,
But not the main ones.
but not the real reason, bro. The real reason is because when you are dating,
Yeah.
especially in a Christian sense, which for those of you listening, are you Christian? Are you saved? In a saved sense, even a Christian sense, which, look, bro, go back to the last episode.
All right. Clicking off now.
Means that you should be dating with the hopes of getting married. Now, that's not to say it's either you get married or you've had a moral relationship.
Right.
Those aren't the stipulations. There are stipulations to immoral relationships that we might get into. Who knows? But for the most part, no. You are dating with the hopes of marriage.
Now,
So, go ahead.
hold that thought. Don't lose it because I don't have anything to say after this. But speaking on marriage, it's not about the legal institution. Christianity doesn't have all these rules for no reason. That would be a waste of everybody's time. But in the interest of the well-being and integrity of mankind, marriage is put in place because people can be committed and devoted, exclusively to each other, which is something you don't have if you're not married. Like it or leave it, you could break up and it's whatever. You were just a person. There's no record. Marriage is like, that's on paper, bro. There's a reality, an actualization to it.
A signification.
All right. Yep. There's a signification.
Does that mean it makes it significant?
Kind of like magnification?
So with that context, that's why you can't look, man. You can get married with no job.
Yeah. Bro, hit the exhale of despair and disappointment in the mic.
You should not. I guess, look, man, on the part of men in particular, I can't speak for women. So, dudes, you should have a job. Women, I guess you don't need a job. Who knows, bro?
Get one, though.
Have we talked about this at all?
Probably briefly on episode 15, and that's it. But y'all, the women breakdown, it's coming.
Coming soon.
But you know,
We're breaking down women.
All right. We're just assaulting them with words.
Bringing them down.
And two
saying
by
all
fours.
kinds of negative things. Hating on them. Actually, no, I'm playing. The breakdown with a woman, the breakdown of Christian women is coming.
Right.
Look, bro, that still sounds bad. You know what we're talking about.
It is a very, very delicate subject, though. So we're doing it slowly because we want to do it right.
Correct.
Which might tie into this young love thing.
Potentially. All right. So get a job the responsibility, the sign of maturity, all that stuff. But really, it's because once you have a job, the goal is so that you can support yourself and a family. If you want to date, you can't date somebody without the means to have a future, because then it defeats the purpose of dating for the future. You know what I mean? You can't you can't be dating in the hopes of marriage with no dollars.
Yeah. No doubloons to your name.
I'm done. I've said it.
Elaborate a little bit.
I don't want to.
All right.
Basically, what I'd be saying is a lot of marriage issues, and this episode isn't about marriage, but a lot of marital problems, contention, it either has to do with children, like the raising of children, sometimes the unfortunate loss of children, things of that nature, but the majority, it's usually financial. Now, it's not necessarily the finances that separates them, right? But finance brings stress, and stress brings negativity out of each other. Stress brings blame, and blame brings hostility, and hostility brings divorce.
It's true. One of the main ideas of marriage in Christianity and in general is that these two people are separating from the life that they had solo, and maybe a life that they thought of without this person. And now that they're with this person, the life that they're forging ahead will always be together. And if you are a dude and you really like a girl and you really respect her, you don't want to subject her to spending the rest of her life with a bum. Or, it's like, baby, you love me, so even though I have the opportunity reasonably to not struggle at all and put food on the table, I just, I'm figuring things out. So how about we just...
suffer, struggle,
eat cup noodle every single day of every year, but it's okay because we'll live on love.
Hey, man. Some of y'all, look, we did an episode on cooking. Some of y'all's eating cup noodle anyway.
Dang. All right. There was no need for that. Bro, I'm still in very much need of knowledge and learning about how to cook, but hallelujah.
He's getting it, man. Trust me, What am I, advertising you? Forget it. I've changed my mind.
All right. But yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on, indeed. We are going to be discussing some personal anecdotes of why young love is a bit silly. And then we'll go into it further. So, I guess I'll start. Elijah doesn't really have any stories in this regard. I don't know.
I do actually have a funny story for you that you have told me more than I can tell you because I was very young, but it's okay.
I know the story. All right. So for me, this is going to be the return of Nisha. Y'all remember Nisha? Probably not.
Because they're not real listeners.
Not
Listen
real
to every episode starting from 2 up till now, and then come back.
Yep. And then come back. Maybe even skip 6 if you're sensitive. Or go. We want to redo that episode. I'm not gonna lie. Try to do it a little bit more. We're more professional now. That's such an early episode, so we're way smarter now. Our brains are bigger.
Oh yeah,
much bigger, dangerously big. Actually, it's like an inflation in my mind. All right.
Okay.
So the return of Nisha. So. Back in the day, when I was younger.
Bro, that was so conspicuous. He said, when I was younger.
I guess I'm still young. So, yes, when I was younger.
He guesses. That's right.
Be quiet. I was in I can't call it a relationship because, again, I didn't have no job. So what was I going to do? But I was in a situationship. Everyone's favorite.
We got to look into the definition of that before we start using
Never mind. I was in.
I mean, it was a relationship.
A relationship.
It just wasn't a great.
of some kind.
Yes.
With my girl Nisha.
Let's go.
So.
Alias.
And we've told these stories. I've told this story one time before, but because of my supposed love We had all these issues, all these interactions that I shouldn't have had, especially at the age I was at. And even if I was a little older, bro, it's like jobless,
Yep.
and without a job. So
understandable.
As I've told before, obviously there's a whole story with me getting caught. Bro, it's still funny to say, getting caught smooching up a storm in the library of all places.
On
security cameras. Getting watched. Yuck. Freaks.
Just y'all know, man.
Playing.
You will be caught.
Yeah, that's real.
That's the word to you, whoever's out there.
Whoever's out there.
Stop it.
Sin will be brought to light.
Fact. Keep going, though.
As it were. So, yes, I was doing those things. As we said in the last time I've told this story, say I was a little bit older with the same mindset, but I was like, oh, let's take it further. Come on, tell me something. I want you, baby. Then who knows, bro? Who knows what could have happened? I could have had all kinds of bad situations happen, all kinds of bad things. Who knows, man? I could have been, I don't know, a father for 7 years.
All right.
I'm saying it's true. I could have a 7-year-old right now if I made worse decisions. That's real spiel. So it's like, you got to make these decisions intelligently. You can't, I can't support a 7-year-old right now.
Yeah.
So it's like, be smart early. So then further into it, some things that definitely were interesting, I'd say, was the involvement of both of our parents, right? So obviously my parents don't allow dating without a job at 12.
Right.
If I had a job at 12,
be dating up a store.
no, bro, I'd be be under investigation.
Right. Well, okay,
labor laws.
Yes,
anyway,
coal mine.
Anyway. So obviously my parents weren't for that. Nisha's parent, her mom, what am I calling her? Miss Nisha's mom.
Yep.
Miss Nisha's mom, she was a cool lady. Was, like, she's not still alive. She is a cool lady. I don't know. I still talk to them to this day. So.
Not like that, though.
Well, yeah, no. Not.
Hey, bro, I got to back you up because someone in the comments is like, ooh, I can't wait to tell 6 million people. Keep going, though.
Like we always say, man, if you ever want to just come on for an episode, maybe record something, replace Elijah permanently, that would be wonderful, wondrous. Just, I would become so happy, elated,
Make sure
full of joy. I'd be exuberant, in fact.
Right, continue.
All right, moving on. So, Miss Nisha's mom, she was cool lady, and she took things seriously as well. However, she was a little bit more lenient in the oversight of our quote unquote relationship. So while I did get in trouble with her for the smooching in the dang library,
Bro committed first-degree smooching. With intent to kill.
All right, bro. I'm going to keep calling it smooching because it's easier to say than anything else.
Got you.
So the smooching, if you will, it was like, bro, I lost what I was saying. Okay, no, I remember. I got in trouble. And she was also upset with me in addition to my parents.
Miss Nisha's mom.
Miss Nisha's mom was. Now, the difference is that maybe what should have happened afterwards is that I was reprimanded a bit more. And then my parents and her parent, Nisha's parent, Miss Nisha's mom, I know y'all getting confused. You be all right. Should have been like, yeah, all right, you guys, look, you're not old enough. You can't, what are you going to do about it? You like each other. I remember back then, I almost said her real name. Me and Nisha had all these plans for our future. We were going to get married and do all kinds of, all kinds of married activities. Who knows, bro? What?
All right, go ahead, though. Sorry, hey, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry I've been yelling in the mic today, y'all.
But those things obviously did not happen because we were young and we didn't know what we were talking about. Now, does that mean that after the smooching incident, we stopped talking to each other forever? No, we're still dumb kids. We still went, I don't know, everywhere together. We were always talking, always hanging out, always emailing because we didn't have texts or anything back then.
That's how they did it in 1968.
All right, be quiet.
All right.
1968, that's when I'm going to leave you alone.
Episode
12 was born. Yep. That's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you. All right. But those things didn't amount to much.
Yeah.
Obviously. Really what happened, I moved away from Guyana and
back to the U.S. of A.
Goodness, that voice crack. And our relationship after that became a long distance relationship. And we talked and talked over messages on email until one day, I don't know what spurned me to do it. Spurned? What made me do it? But it had come to my mind. I was like, man, I can't keep doing this. So I didn't text it, actually. I recorded a voice memo to tell Nisha. I was like, Nisha, this long distance thing ain't gonna work.
Dang it. Sorry, I'm just
That's so peculiar, man. Anyway, yes.
My voice, yep.
It was was it sad? It was sad for me at the time. A child? No. Was I a child? No. I was like 15.
Adolescent type.
But what did I lose, really? Did I lose I didn't it's hard to explain, but I did not lose like a potential spouse.
Yeah.
Someone that I really loved. I couldn't have. I didn't know what it meant. So in my youth, I made decisions. I made decisions is the best way of saying it. Made decisions that if I had the free reign to do whatever I want, or if I had the backing of my parents and her parent, then who knows what could have happened, bro. It's like, oh yeah, you guys, it's cute, whatever. You can do what you want, it doesn't harm anything.
Then she gets
I have
his
a
name
7-year-old
tattooed on her forehead. Oh, I was going in a different direction. But
yes, you
7-year-old.
are. But then I have my 7-year-old right now, and that'd be crazy. So,
yep.
Yeah, Elijah had a story.
I have an alternate story about a girl when I was like 5 or maybe younger. But her family was a member of the church that my parents were pioneering, I think.
Yeah.
And so, it was just a small group of people that hung out all the time because we go to church together, and it's like 2 or 3 families. Now, my brothers, even at the time, and to this day, if it ever comes up, which it rarely does, but to this day, will what do you call it? Heckle me, saying like, "Oh my gosh, you guys were in love," and stuff like that. Now, I genuinely believe we were too young to even like contemplate the idea, because I told them then, and I will honestly tell them now, if I took a lie The tester, lie detester. Yeah, if I took a test as a lie, I was trying to fix it and say I was a lie detesting person. I detest lies and therefore I wouldn't tell them. Anyway, if I took a lie detector test to this day, bro, I ain't like that girl. We were just
Cap.
It's like put any two recently ex-toddlers in a room together. They're not gonna, like, when other people left the room, we didn't start smooching or anything on camera.
Well, duh. All righty.
Or even thinking about that. Only thing was, I was a guy, still am. She was a girl, hopefully still is. And we would play house from time to time, and it'd be like, yeah, okay. Oh, honey, I just got home. And
They were married.
Yeah, bro. It's like Sims, to be honest. All right, bro. Listen, listeners, if we're playing Sims and you're my wife in Sims and we're 5. All right.
That's your wife.
Okay. I said it, we're 5. But anyway, that was the extent of my story because I don't really know too many details about back then. What? I want to talk about the implications.
And he had this moment, man.
Oh, Lord.
I remember what we were giving this girl. I can't say her name.
Nebula.
Sure. And so Nebula, I guess she wanted something. Let's say she wanted a crayon.
Nah, it was on the Wii. I know that. It was like a
She
Wii.
wanted a Wii color. Who knows?
Sure.
The shirt
Nintendo
color.
Wii, guys.
The Nintendo Wii. She wanted maybe her Mii. She wanted a Mii being your customizable character on the console.
Yep.
And she wanted her character to have a certain color shirt. And
Right.
I guess maybe the shirt was blue. But Nebula,
It was purple. I remember because y'all.
No.
It was purple.
It was blue because Nebula wanted purple, and we didn't, and nobody changed it.
Yeah.
And so here comes Elijah to her rescue.
Yes, sir.
She wants purple. Change it. She wants purple.
Ladies, hit my DM. No. All right, we might have to cut that part out.
I mean,
But
adamant,
Yes,
fighting for her right to have
did.
purple.
Women's suffrage.
That was his wife, man. I
All
mean, all right, the implications.
But yes, so honestly, as comically different as that may seem from a relationship that you, listener, a teenager may want to be in or that you're jealous of, all you can really do is play house. There's not a real situation that y'all can merge and form together. You
Right.
can only be like, oh, I dream of this, and I dream of you, and if all of that comes to nothing, bro, it didn't mean anything in the first
Right.
place.
Nothing. Yeah.
So now, but something
That's if everything goes as smoothly as it could go with the smallest bad decisions being made, bro. Like I said before, you could be trying to raise a child or something with no money
right.
and no marriage.
Or, he was the first boy she ever saw. So she was like, wow, we're going to have a nice, happy family. They have kids together at 12, grow up. Man,
You suck.
this guy, he's a psycho. And I never thought about that when we were 12.
Yeah, that's a bit extreme.
It is.
But it is like, man, you until you can really enact on something, what's the point? Like Elijah said, you're playing house, you're playing dress up,
Right.
pretending to have what maybe your parents have, or what you wish your parents had, or what you wish you had, but you can't have it.
Now, something I must address before this episode is over. I know it's probably going long for Blitz, but me personally, and I'm not speaking for any creed or community of mine, I'm speaking for Elijah, just me. Isaiah just pointed out a quote I wrote on a whiteboard nearby. Anyway, personally, my opinion, I am not against young love.
Yeah. It's going to happen.
I am not against romantic feelings developing between individuals who are incapable of building a complex, secure life together. However, that's it. That's all that you realistically can do. If you allow your conversations to go too far, then you might start making commitments and making promises that you can't fulfill. And then imagine, as situations rapidly change, as you become an adult, your feelings could change or something about that can change. And the words you said could end up hurting someone, or the decisions you made otherwise could end up being bad, like you guys having a kid together, and then you don't want to be together because that sucks for the kid. That's not easy. Shout out to y'all single parents who are doing it. More power to you, man.
For sure.
One of the hardest but most important jobs. Now,
the hardest hoods. Motherhood, fatherhood. Sorry.
That's deep. That's a Blueface reference, right?
That's just
ain't no hood harder than fatherhood.
Alrighty.
Trying to teach my sons to go farther than father did. Oh my gosh. That was the only intelligent thing he's ever said. But anyway. Sorry, Blueface, my bad. But moving on from that. I think it's natural and it's perfectly healthy to develop thoughts and feelings about one of your peers or something.
Yeah.
But you have to keep it grounded. You don't go tell them everything that you think and feel, because then you guys' actions are going to become private and you guys are going to,
try to be exclusive.
Yes, you're going to run away together before you can legally do that.
Yeah, before you can fight. Run away for 2 days.
Exactly. And be like, Mama, Papa, feed me.
Be like, nah, you ran away.
Yeah.
You broke now.
But, with the example of a lot of people who are doing well now and who are married and living righteously, they liked each other before they got married because that's the way that it works.
Obviously.
But
they might have liked each other young.
Yeah. They could have liked each other since older than age 5, because you can't like somebody when you're 5, according to my logic. Now, but, you could have liked somebody since you were 15 years old.
Children's church or something, bro.
Or something.
Who knows? I know some people, I think it was a pastor or something, but him and his wife, they've known each other since children's church, and they had been like super close friends, and that relationship blossomed into a marriage. Later, they didn't get married. They weren't dating at any point until they were ready to think about getting married. It wasn't like, let's play house for a while.
Exactly. And so on the mention of things from before, it's worth the wait if you want it to be good. Because if you wait until you're in a place where you can say, you know what, I'm going to talk about these feelings of mine with this person, and they can reasonably talk to me, and we're going to plan for, I don't know, possibly getting married in the next 6 months or the next year or something. That's when you can get there, it'll be worth it. But if you can't get there, you'll be sorry that you tried.
Yeah. Real spill. I guess one last thing, a note for parents who are listening, because obviously you guys aren't dealing with what we're talking about. Maybe you might be, but I doubt it. But for your children, the burden does lie on you now. In a lot of cases, like I was saying before, if my parents weren't, if they didn't tell me, certain things, that they weren't educating me and teaching me, then I would be making these kinds of decisions on my own. And, I'm not very smart. So there'll be bad decisions. Obviously, the Bible says that it's your responsibility to train up your child in the way that they should go. Yeah. So if you're training up your child to go be with all kinds of girls or be with all kinds of boys, and you're like, yeah, they're just trying stuff out, they're like 12. I don't know, maybe even up to, who knows, bro, 16 and under, and jobless especially. It's like, dog, is that how you're training up your child? Is that the way that they should go? And think hard about that, because if something were to happen especially if it's under your watch, You lost.
Dang it.
You have. I mean, this is a bit harsh, but you failed your child
In that way.
in that way. You didn't teach them. You didn't raise them up in the way that they should go. You raised them up in the way that you felt good, or the way that makes them feel the happiest at the moment, which is a waste of time. Anyway, we're not hating on parents. Just be mindful. For those that are young, dealing with this stuff personally, you use your brain, listen to godly counsel. Next episode, we'll be talking about wisdom. So maybe come back next week, hear about some wisdom, hear about, gaining knowledge in the right places and making the right decisions with that knowledge.
And then you can put these 2 episodes together, and now you realize with wisdom that we're telling you it's not bad to love, but love wisely until you can love fully. And then it'll be super good in the end.
It's a poet. All right,
Speaking
y'all.
of poets, see y'all tomorrow.
All righty.
If
We
you're
love
listening
y'all.
on Friday.
We appreciate you guys so much. Leave a comment, please. How was your Valentine's Day? Sad and lonely, or happy and lonely like mine?
Dang it.
We appreciate you guys. We love you, and we will see you in the next episode.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.